Welcome back to Crawdaddy Customs. Today we'll be working on this money pit. Yay! Gonna change out the fuel pump on it, and hopefully that'll fix all of its long start issues. Okay, so to start with, we're gonna remove these fittings back here. Little screws. They're Torx fittings, I believe. What are they? T what? This isn't the thing there.
15.
T15s. So we're gonna take those out. Okay, after that, then you just remove the fuel filler panel. You get down to this grossness in here, which, I mean, you know, it's an old car you're driving and stuff. It's an 89, it's a 90, yeah, what, 33 years old. I mean, hell, yeah, it happens. But anyways, all right, so we'll take out, there's a liner. There's a rubber liner that's right here that we take the fuel cap off. And then inside here, there's a rubber liner we're going to remove, and then we can get access to the fuel system. Okay, so once that's removed, we got to remove the hose down here. That's then my next part will be these screws. These are all around perimeters. We're gonna have to take the fuel lines off. This is your vent line here. This is your return line, and this is your feed line, I believe is the way they're set up. So we'll go ahead and we'll remove all these, we'll remove all this, and we'll get started. We'll go from there. Yeah, so then you take off your perimeter bolts. They're 10 millimeter. We got two simple extensions on a 3/8 ratchet. It makes access easy. Okay, so once we get this thing, there's little tiny O-rings, as my son pointed out on here. They're good for stopping fuel coming out. If they're there, cool. If not, you can try to replace them online. If you don't have them, it's not the end of the world. There's a couple of these that are missing. We've never had a leak on this, but okay. So we're gonna come up with this bugger. Move the lines out of the way. I'm gonna turn it sideways so that the fuel pump and the fuel arm and everything, just kind of move that other fuel line out of my way. And we're just gonna kind of play around and fish this thing out. And there we go. So here's our assembly. There's your fuel pump, which I had replaced this one several months ago, but it's a precision brand or something. I don't know. It's crapping out. Anyways, I'll explain it in a minute, but here's your setup right here. This is our new unit here. There's our fuel pump, and down here is the float. And as you can tell, this yellow one here is the float from the old one. They've changed it a little bit. They've changed, like, right here, that's the vent, and well, the vent's different on the other one. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's changed. I mean, you know, almost 35 years. Delphi's still making them. Delco. Hopefully, it works like the old one did, because the old one gave us good service. So, this other pump that we replaced, we put it on, and the thing had an extended cranking time on it. Couldn't figure out what was going on. So, went through and tested, and when you first turned it on, just to the on position, not starting, but just on, the fuel gauge would jump up to about 46 pounds. It would hold there for about 2 seconds, and then you just watch it just drop. So we knew, you know, there's a problem with either the fuel regulator, check valve, something. So we came through and started following things back. We went to that back hatch, and when we pinched off the return side, the fuel pressure would hold. You know, as per the factory service manual, which in my eyes, I was thinking fuel pressure regulator, but evidently that's not how they have the system designed. So we went through and checked everything. It wasn't the injectors. The injectors were holding fine. They're refurbished and whatnot, so they're doing their thing. But everything says it's this. So we're going to put it in, and God willing, this is what it is. Otherwise, I was right, and there is something with the fuel pressure regulator, but we'll find out. I put my gasket on, make sure it's on there. This thing comes pre-assembled. Your filter sock's already on there. Here's your fuel float. And like I said, the top piece, that's your supply. this bottom, this is the return here. You can see it comes out, goes down, comes down here and dumps it back in. And this other one's a vent. So we'll go ahead and we'll install this. Okay, so after fiddle farting around for a minute and got all the holes lined up, I'm just gonna go ahead and reinstall the bolts. Gone through and I've installed our 10mm headed bolts. Got everything all lined up, hooked the fuel. This is not the correct stuff, but it's what he has right now. I'm actually gonna replace these lines pretty soon. This is your pressure supply side. They actually make fuel injection hoses. Somebody doubled up a pair of them, which it worked so far, whatever. This is your return line here, and there's your vent line. So we got all that, and then right here is your sending unit, and it just goes right in there. And then once you're done, this little lock just drops in and holds this thing. Let's get this real quick.
And put that together for me, please.
Get it? Okay. Then this little lock just goes right in there. It's like that. It's locked. This goes down here, and we're going to try firing it up. Well, shit. Shut it off for a minute.
Runs fine for 124 degrees. Normally it's like at this temperature.
All right, fire it up again. Okay, it's better. Maybe it was charging the rail the first time. Let it run for a sec. Okay, I'm going to test the fuel pressure just to make sure. This is your fuel rail test port. I'm going to take this cap off. That's not too bad. By the way, your fuel pressure regulator's right here. It's black. It's about 2 inches across. Take the little adapter off. Put this guy on. Okay, go ahead and prime it.
Shouldn't it still have pressure rates? Oh no.
No, it's been relieved. Just prime it for me first. That's a good sign.
Is it staying?
It's holding. Okay, go ahead and spark it up. There we go. Rev it up a little bit. All right, cool. Good. Okay, go ahead and shut her off. Okay.
Response is correct now.
Okay, that's good. It responded. The fuel pressure was a little bit low at first, but that's, it's under vacuum and whatnot, high vacuum, so it's going to drop it a touch. Then when you revved it up, when the vacuum went away, the fuel pressure increased.
More importantly, when I put my foot on the gas, it actually went up.
Yeah, so I'm going to call this a success. Thanks for watching. Right there, he's fine. Go ahead. And the kid leaves. What does he do? Leaves me to clean this crap up. What kind of business is this? Give you a shot of Project Fear over there. Junk in the trunk. for a cold start. Sounds much better. That's much better. All right, Akin, come on. We gotta clean stuff up, buddy. And he wants to play ball. Gotta go. Bye.